You just called me a fucking nut. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You said, as long as I don't act like a fucking nut, I just meant be cool. Yeah, you meant that, but you meant the other two.
Yeah.
So
Richie,
this is not the time, Richie.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck those fucking pigs, man.
Yeah.
You called me a fucking nut.
He says, now where I'm coming from, that crosses the tracks. This motherfucker has raped and killed multiple people. That's the thing that fucking sets
that's
the
what
line.
set you off.
Yeah.
What do you want? I want to hear you scream.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare.
Hi, welcome to the Screaming Freemans podcast. I'm Logan,
And I'm Colby.
and we are the
Screaming
Freemans. Yeah. Today we're watching Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, from Dusk Till Dawn.
You have to get it
Very,
correct.
very correct on the title.
All right.
And it is from 1996, and it is directed by Robert
Rodriguez. The budget on this film was $19 million. The box office
wow.
grossed about $59.3 million worldwide. Imagine putting 19 million. Imagine getting 19 million.
Yeah,
just
19 million
make
to
a
begin
movie.
with.
I mean, we're going off of our salary
Yeah.
for our film, but imagine getting 19 million just to film a fucking movie. It's insane.
And then making let's like quadruple back.
Yeah. 59 million. That's insane.
That is insane.
Director is Robert Rodriguez, and it is starring George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, Harvey Keitel, Juliette Lewis, Ernest Liu, I think that's how you say his name, Salma Hayek, Cheech Marin or Marin, I don't know how you
Cheech
say
Marin,
it.
yeah.
Cheech Marin, Danny Trejo, Tom Savini, Fred Williamson, Michael Parks, and Kelly Preston. And there's a lot more, but I just didn't get into
Yeah.
those are the main ones.
Speaking
that I've seen.
of what's his name, was it Brian Liu? Is that who it was?
The Japanese,
Yeah, Brian Liu. This
yeah.
is his starring role, which is crazy because
Yeah.
you see him, but you never see him in any movie
Yeah.
ever again.
And obviously he can play guitar, but I
Yeah.
looked him up and I couldn't find a band that he was in or anything like that. So I know that he obviously plays music, but it says starring, so it's
Yeah.
obviously he's important, or
Yeah.
he's, they know him from somewhere.
Yeah, he just must know somebody or something like that.
Yeah. So we're gonna do reviews, and the Rotten Tomato review, the Rotten Tomato
The tomato
meter,
Yeah.
it was a 66 out of 100%. So it's a D in school. Maybe an F.
That's a little low for this
but
movie.
Rotten Tomatoes always
they're
always review low.
very critical.
The IMDb review was 7.2 out of 10. So I mean, it's a little bit better
That's more accurate.
than the Rotten Tomatoes. But
'Cause-
Rotten Tomatoes is always going to score lower.
Yeah, because
always.
I mean, we both know we grew up with this movie, so I mean, I love this movie. It's no matter it has like watching back, it has like its little things like here and there. You're like, okay,
you're like,
but,
okay, this is enough.
yeah, but
it's
this
still
movie
a
is
childhood
fucking
classic.
awesome.
Yes. And sometimes Rotten Tomatoes will score a movie at a 10, and then you watch it and you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
Exactly. Like it feels like every new movie that comes out now, it's like with a Rotten Tomato of 98, and you watch it and it's just like this was fucking
is
stupid.
fucking 79.
Yeah,
like, what do you do?
This is obviously 79.
So what would you rate this if you were a kid? Like when you were a kid, what did you rate this movie?
Oh yeah, this movie is probably like a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
Yeah.
So I gave this movie a 9 when I was a kid.
Yeah. It's like it's a really good movie. And
I
I
was
think
like, you know what I remember watching the first time I watched this movie was with our grandmother.
oh yeah.
Watching this, she showed it to us and it was on VHS. But watching this and all the stuff and all the titties and stuff, it's
Yeah.
like, how could you not be in love with this movie when
Yeah.
it shows hella titties and vampires? Like,
Yeah.
titties and vampires, guys.
And it's crazy because like I was just learning facts about this movie, gearing up to do this, and apparently this was George Clooney's like breakout role across from ER.
Yeah, I did look that up.
Yeah.
It was his breakout role, and it was a very serious role. And then,
Yeah.
from there on, I won't comment on any other movies, but this was probably the most insane acting I have ever seen out of every character in this film.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially Quentin Tarantino, who also wrote this movie.
yeah, wrote it.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez, obviously. I think I read something about him selling the script or something like that. I don't know.
Well,
I need to do.
I
my
heard that
homework
it
better.
was supposed to be a Tales from the Crypt episode.
Ooh,
The person who
that's
wrote
nice.
the person who wrote the story made like was going to be Tales from the Crypt episode, and he commissioned Quentin Tarantino to write the actual like screenplay out for it. But then they ended up going with another movie. So then they were like, I guess was it Universal? They just picked up this movie and was like, hey, we're going to make From Dusk Till
a
Dawn.
film.
Yeah,
film.
and obviously it turned out good because they wanted like way more blood too, and
Nice.
that's another thing. I'll get to a little bit later on in the movie when we get to the scene, but the green blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote I
Yeah.
wrote something about that. So a 9 and 9 from us. You can write in the comments of what you rated it when you were younger. But what do you rate it now? What would you rate it now watching it as an adult with all the corniness?
Should we wait till
and
the
stuff?
end to do our rating from now? We go through
If
the
we
movie?
remember it.
I mean,
but
if
you
we
can
go,
right now.
Yeah, we're going to go through the whole movie, so I mean
That's fine. Yeah, we can do that to the end. Yeah, that's fine. All right.
We'll leave them in suspense
Move
for a
that
little
to
bit.
the end. All right, sweet. Are we
Yeah, I guess we should just go ahead and kick
All right,
this off.
sweet?
Yeah.
All right. Well, before I wrote down before this even starts, when we start talking, George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino acting in this film is fucking top tier, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
this is the most, and Quentin Tarantino obviously is a director and a filmmaker, and it's probably one of my favorites and greats. I mean, as many as worldwide, but him acting is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And the way that he, goes on, and then like George Clooney, them going off of each other, it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
And when I was writing notes on this movie, I really paid attention to the acting, and more so of what I've paid attention to when I was younger. And it's insane. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
It's funny to me that Quentin Tarantino wrote this movie, but the way his character is, it's like
It's
you're
like
fucking insane. Dude.
Yeah, man. It's he went all out on it, and you could tell that he was being very fucking serious too. He took it very serious.
So from the start of the movie, we start off with their names are, I'm sorry, I just blanked on their names. We got Richie and Seth. They are the Gecko Brothers, and they have just robbed a bank and are out on the lam running from the law. And we start the movie off with our first character, Sheriff Earl, played by Michael Parks.
Great fucking actor.
Yeah.
He's always in Tarantino films.
Yeah. Apparently they commissioned him from this movie to be in like several others because he just did such a good job in this one, which he does.
And I don't know if you know this opening scene when he pulls up in the car and he goes to this spot. This is the same exact person. Michael, what is his? Oh no, Fred Williamson. He is the same guy, same car, and same building as in Kill Bill.
Oh, I didn't notice
Yeah,
that. That's pretty cool.
So when you watch Kill Bill, he pulls up to the same exact.
He pulls up to the Benny's
building.
Benny's Liquor.
Yep.
And so he pulls up to Benny's Liquor and he's talking to the gas station clerk, who is Kenny Powers' brother. If you're familiar with the Eastbound and Down show. But they're sitting there bullshitting and then talking, and I can't remember. They're talking about somebody who messed up his order, and
it's he said like something like Mongoloid.
yeah.
He was like, yeah, had a burrito in the microwave. He said the microwave burritos ain't good, but for a hippie when he's high on weed.
Yeah.
That
Said,
part's
man,
really
I told
funny.
you about eating that microwave shit.
But how did he not notice?
Exactly.
Obviously they look like boyfriend and girlfriend sitting in the back, but Seth and Richard are in the back with these girls hostage.
Yeah, which I just noticed they had their backs turned whenever he first walks in, but I mean, still.
Yeah. Bullshitting back and forth. Obviously he comes in here all the time.
Yeah.
And obviously he's trying to fucking hide something. But it's really funny when he walks in. He's like, how's it going? He's like, he's looking at him. He's like, what's the matter? He's like, well, it's been one long goddamn hot, miserable shit ass fucking day every inch of the way. Like, he plays a really good ranger.
Yeah.
He's always playing a ranger in his films, but he's a good ass actor.
Yeah, so they're sitting there and they're talking, and he starts telling them about the guys that are on the run, and he's like, they're talking about he killed 3 cops, 1 civilian, and they took 1 hostage. And all I could think of was from Pineapple Express when he's talking about a cop, a lady, and a guy. It was a whole massacre.
It's a fucking massacre,
Yeah.
man. No, a cop, a lady, and a guy. Okay, so first off, Seth's revolver, badass fucking gun. I mean, he's just waving this fucking thing around and pointing it in this dude's face. I mean, obviously you're gonna shit your pants if you got a revolver pointing in your face, but badass gun. Good little weapon. What's really crazy though is when he shoots the sheriff. I'm skipping a little bit ahead, but when he shoots the sheriff and he falls down and you watch him twitching, and he's like, his jaw is twitching.
Yeah.
What brilliant acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Acting like you really just got shot in your nerves and your nervous system.
Yeah.
It makes your body twitch like that. So it's like him to do that and acting, brilliant. Is insane. And I was watching it and I was like, oh my God, he's actually fucking he looks like he really got shot.
He really like fell
You know?
down flat to the floor.
And it's really funny when he was like, I will turn this place into the fucking Wild Bunch if I think you are fucking with me.
Yeah.
Like, why would you fuck with someone?
I didn't do anything. Yeah, so his brother Richie is signaling to Seth, saying that the gas station clerk is signaling the sheriff, which obviously, if you watch the movie, he's not doing anything. Like,
Yeah, he's
he
not
didn't
signaling
move.
shit.
So apparently Richie suffers from schizophrenic episodes, and he has hallucinations
And
later
he's
on
a
in the movie.
sex offender.
Yeah,
So that makes it
that's
10 times
already
worse.
yeah, that's the red flag number 1. Speaking
Yeah.
of red things, his pistol has a red tip on it. Is that
That's very common.
okay? I was watching this.
Yeah.
I was like, is that a
It's-
common thing, or
yeah.
did they just like? I would assume they wouldn't mess up that bad on the set of
No.
a Robert Rodriguez.
I think
movie.
that might be like a real gun. I mean, for a prop gun, it looks very
Yeah.
fucking real in both of them. I mean, it's
We-
hard to make a prop gun look real anyway, but
Yeah.
you
We-
can tell those are real.
We got George Clooney here also with a tribal tattoo, which
up the neck. You don't really see it until the end.
yeah, I know.
You just see the neck tat. You're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on? This flame?
Like, what tribe is he from?
But I really like the quote too, is when he had the gun in his face and he's like, I want him out of here in his car and down the road, or you can change the name of this place to Benny's World of
Boom.
Blood.
Yeah.
And just hella blood, you know.
It becomes
Obviously.
hella blood. Yeah.
But also when he has the gun in his face, he's like, were you getting out pig signals? And then he's like, no, I won't do anything. And Richie like goes into his ear. He's like, he
Yeah.
says you were scratching.
Yeah. Scratching.
He's like, what? I wasn't scratching. He's like, you calling him a liar? He's like, what? Calling him a liar?
Yeah.
Um,
If I'm scratching, I'm nervous. If I'm scratching, I'm just there with a goddamn Academy
would've
Award
been
for what I'm
like-
doing up here.
I'd have been like, hey man, why the fuck are you whispering to him? Like, just fucking talk to
Yeah.
me, or like, what the fuck are you doing?
it's a serious situation right now.
Don't fucking whisper to him. Like,
Yeah.
talk to me if you got something to fucking say. I really like too. Obviously, it goes on and like he fucking shoots him and all this bullshit happens and they start arguing. But when he has the gun in his face too, he was like, you know, I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
I like when when George Clooney is like, well, you're better get of a hell of a lot fucking better,
Yeah.
or you're gonna feel of a hell of a lot fucking worse. Like
Yeah.
that's brutal, dude.
Yeah. George
You
Clooney
know?
has a lot of good like.
But the best, I
one-liners
think
for
the
this whole
best
movie.
quote in this whole movie is "Everybody be cool,
Yeah.
you be cool."
Yeah.
That's so fucking dope, dude.
I think it was like that was like the main tagline of the whole entire like trailer of the
Oh
whole
yeah,
movie,
yeah. And you know what's crazy too? So when he said that he was giving out pig signals, he asked him when he went to the bathroom and came back out. He said, "How much I owe you for that hooch?" He said, "Oh, $650." $650. And I looked it up, and I think $650 is like a distress call. It was like an emergency call, but it was more like 10, like 10-4 or 10-5 or whatever. It always starts with 10, but $650. I was like, maybe that's a pig signal, like for help me, you know what I mean, or like emergency, like
Maybe,
something's
yeah.
going on. But when he said, "Oh, $650," he was like, "God dang, dude, you reaching for early retirement?" It's like, I was like, "Holy shit, let me look that up." And it looked up a bunch of cop shit, you know, like
Yeah.
it was more so 10. But yeah, pretty good. This whole scene is
Yeah.
pretty fucking good. But obviously the coolest part is when he was like, obviously he was getting into his shit. He shot him, but he shot him in the hand,
Oh yeah.
Richie, and
So
he was
so
like,
let's for the listeners out there. So while they're arguing about if this guy's giving signals or not, the cop finishes up in the bathroom. He washes his hands. He comes back out, and they hide with the girls. They have 2 hostages in the back. Obviously, I don't know if we made that clear, but as time goes on, and like you're saying, they're talking about the hooch. Richie, like the psychopath that he is, he walks up and he shoots the cop directly back in the square in the head. And like you said, he drops
Yeah.
straight down like a fucking
starts
brick.
twitching.
It
Yeah.
just twitches like crazy. But so yeah, he eventually they start arguing, and then who is it? It's Richie. Richie shoots the gas station clerk, right?
yeah, he shoots him.
Yeah.
And then Seth is like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why are
Yeah.
you shooting him?" But
yeah.
he gets into his fucking safe and he gets a gun.
I love this scene right here. The way that they framed all this shit. It keeps
Yeah.
on zooming in on them, but then this close zoom up between the safe and
Yeah,
what he
and
had?
the safe is hidden, so he kicks this like Marlboro stand
Pete.
out of the way.
His name is
yeah,
Pete.
Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kicks a like a Marlboro shelf out of the way, and there's a safe behind it, but there's a fucking gun in it. It's like, why wouldn't he have the gun behind under the table? Like, why do
Really,
you have it in
though,
a safe? You know what I mean?
If somebody's gonna rob you,
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Do the combination.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you to get it out. But shoots Richie in the hand. They have a
Yeah.
little fire out. But it's really funny because Richie is like, I told you he said help us, and he yells, I never said help us.
One thing
It's so funny.
One thing I noticed was funny about this too is he shoots Richie in the hand, and the other guy gets shot, but him and Pete and Seth are point blank running at each other with 2 like firearms. Neither one of them get hit,
Yeah.
and then he makes it all the way to the back of the store, and then now they're currently they're preparing a situation. I love this scene right
Yeah.
here.
Where he's like,
He kicks
after
down
he
the
yells,
thing.
I never yelled help us. But the shots, how the shots go from from Seth to Richie to the store clerk, he's like, well, that doesn't matter now because you got about 2 fucking seconds to live. And
Yeah.
he counts to 3. He's like, 1. He's putting oil on the fucking the toilet paper, and then
Yeah.
he's shooting the bottles out from behind him, and he throws the toilet paper.
Yeah.
But good fucking scene,
The way
You
he
know what's-
kicks the kerosene or lighter fluid down, whatever it is, the way he kicks it down and just catches it, and so badass.
Yeah, it's hella dope and it's really good shots, but to do that fire scene and have him on fire like that for that long, it's
Yeah.
pretty fucking insane how they can do that kind of
Yeah.
shit.
They
And I
lit-
was like,
They lit
oh
Pete's
my
ass
God.
up. for
Yeah,
real.
yeah. And like blowing all that alcohol up behind them. I don't know how realistic that is.
Yeah.
I guess it could catch on
Oh, I
fire
mean,
like
no,
that,
that's
but
alcohol. Yeah. It's
yeah.
flammable.
I
And
guess if it's like 120 proof, but
yeah.
yeah, super cool. The coolest part too is when they left this world of liquor, Benny's world of
Yeah.
liquor.
If you don't have it, or if you don't, what does it say? Oh yeah. If we don't have it, you don't get it. Yeah. There we go.
They get into a 68 Mercury Cougar XR7, and that's a badass fucking car right there. Like,
That thing's been through
and then
some shit.
obviously
Yeah.
it makes it more badass because the main song
Yeah.
comes out. It's Dark Knight,
Yeah.
Dark Knight.
Is that Tito and the Tarantulas?
No, that's not Tito and Tarantula.
They're the band that.
Yeah, that's the
playing,
band that's
yeah.
playing later on. We'll talk about them
Yeah.
later on. What's really crazy too is like the beginning of the movie when it shows them riding in the car. Seth is taking pills and he's taking them. He dumps a bunch in his mouth and he spits one out and he's chasing it with alcohol. It doesn't explain why he's taking those pills or what the fuck those pills are. And I've always wondered that ever since I was a kid, I was like, why is he taking those pills or what are those? But obviously he's counting them in his mouth because he spits one out.
Yeah.
And they're not like narcotic because he spits one out. But I don't know. It just always threw me off.
I love this.
Seeing it like that.
I love this title card that they have at the first of the movie that I don't think they've ever used on any of the like actual artwork. Like on the actual artwork, it's all this yellow kind of stencil.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The first thing is so fucking badass. It's just like that blood red.
And then
fat
you see the
font.
Mercury Cougar and you're like, dude, this is fucking insane. Like, this is badass. Like, these dudes are badass. Once you learn more about
Is he
them.
chasing this? He's chasing his pills with Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
whiskey.
yeah. You're like, and then also that, where he's like, there's a dope shot when he was looking through the hole in his hand after he got
Yeah.
shot. And you can see his eyeball and the camera shot of how he got the hole through the hand. It was just,
Yeah. That's
fucking
that's
dope,
super
dude.
smart.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. Is that the end scene, or is it continuing on? I don't know what the next scene is.
Oh no,
on that.
the next scene is where they.
Well, I know it's when they get to the hotel.
Yeah.
But the hotel scene, I guess we're moving on from this, but the hotel scene is pretty cool. It's funny because
Yeah.
he goes in and you just see him ringing the fucking bell, and that old man comes
Yeah.
out. You can tell he just woke up from a fucking nap.
Yeah.
But he's like, "God damn you,
Yeah.
goddamn, what the hell do you want?"
Yeah.
He's like, "What do you think I want, you mean
Yeah.
old bastard? I want a
I mean-
fucking room."
I mean, it's still though. I mean, he fucking rings this motherfucker like 13
Yeah, and he
times.
slams
in
it down.
3 seconds. Like,
Well,
damn,
God, well, if
motherfucker.
nobody's fucking coming.
Give him a second.
Yeah,
Fuck.
It's so funny. So and also in this scene, which is really fucking cool in all of Quentin Tarantino's films, well, most of them, but when Seth like leaves and comes back, he has a Big Kahuna Burger bag,
Oh yeah.
and they're eating Big Kahuna Burger.
Yeah,
And
I
obviously
noticed
everybody
that.
knows it's in Pulp Fiction and some other shit, reference. I think Big Kahuna Burger is real. I think it's a real restaurant, and I want to fucking try it if it is.
I think maybe they tried. I'm not sure. I'm not.
We just got Whataburger in Knoxville, Tennessee, and
Yeah.
it really wasn't all it hopped up to be, but it ain't no In-N-Out. I know
That's
I've
so-
never
yeah.
had In-N-Out, but I want to try fucking Big Kahuna Burger. I know we
Yeah.
have Big Kahuna Wings, and it's kind of like, it looks like the same logo.
It might be. They might took inspiration from this kind of universe. So in this scene right here, we have Seth and Richie with their hostage from the bank. She is currently tied up in the trunk, and they're looking for a motel to lay out in. And we obviously have made it through the scene where with the mean old bastard.
But he's like, when he gets into the car, he's like, "Do they have HBO?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Well, do they have X-rated channel?" He's like, "No."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, what do they got?" He's like, "They
Yeah.
got 4 walls in a room. That's all
Yeah.
we need."
This
And if
this
you're on
motherfucker
the
should not be
run-
talking at all for any accommodations.
Oh yeah, it's like, dude, we're on the fucking run with money. Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here, dude. Don't.
Well, I mean, especially
ain't
since he
getting
just
extras
started
right
the
now.
fucking bloodbath. They just left and then got his
Yeah.
hand shot through.
Yeah, the last thing you're worried about is fucking porn. Like, come
Yeah.
on, dude.
The whole horror of this whole movie is just doing a road trip with this fucking asshole. I mean, God. I mean, he did break him out of jail apparently, so that's cool. Like,
You can off the bat tell which one is common sense and
Oh, yeah.
sticking to the plan, and which one is just like doing whatever the fuck he wants.
yeah,
But yeah, we're not going to talk about what happens in the scene. Obviously, it's a pretty brutal scene. You know what comes to in the hotel room, but I just don't like that type of stuff. But we'll skip that and not talk about it. You can watch it for yourself for everybody. Everybody
before
listening.
I'm not gonna get too into detail, but I'm just gonna say poor Gloria.
Yeah.
If you are a Quentin Tarantino know-it-all or fan, you'll know about a certain liking to things that he has, and this is going to be our first foot fetish sighting of the movie
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
gets
he's
it
like,
gets
"Take your
even
shoes
weirder.
off."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he invites Richie, the crazy man. He invites the hostage into the room after they explicitly tell her, "Do not make a sound,
Don't ask questions.
yeah, or we will kill you."
Yeah. So it's
And-
like, that's kind of inevitable to not.
You
Yeah.
can't tell Richie no when he tells you to.
What happens. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
And
Why
he's
are you
watching
doing this?
cartoons. Like, it's just a weird like
It's really weird
setup.
It's like a really weird part of the movie too.
Yeah, but poor Gloria.
Yeah, poor Gloria. So we'll move on to the next scene, and after this, it enters Harvey Keitel, Juliette Lewis, and what's that kid's name? Ernest Liu. Harvey Keitel is the dad, and he has a daughter and a son, but they're in a motorhome. It shows them pulling up to the motel that they're staying in.
Well, hold on. We skipped past the diner scene.
The diner scene,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're-
Well, I just didn't write nothing down
they're-
about that, but yeah, that's
we-
true.
we
It shows
find-
that it's intro to them
Yeah.
in the diner.
We meet our characters, Jacob Fuller, who's played by Harvey Keitel, with his daughter Kate, who's played by Juliette Lewis, and their son Scott, with a breakout role from Ernest Liu. And they're currently in a diner, and they're talking about he left his like he was a pastor, and he left his congregation is what he's called, and he's saying like they need a strong leader. and I guess it's since his wife died, he just doesn't have a strong faith anymore.
Yeah, he
And
doesn't have a faith in God because his wife died in a wreck and she was
Yeah.
trapped for like 6 hours or some shit.
Which it plays a big role in this movie later on because
they convert.
Yeah,
they convert over to, we'll talk about that. But yeah, obviously he's not believing in his faith anymore, and his kid's questioning him, and then she's like, why don't you believe anymore? But it's really crazy because he does say a really crazy line or a quote. She's like, well, don't you believe anymore? She's like, so I just don't understand. So one day you're gonna wake up and just say fuck him.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
well, I didn't say fuck him, but he says, well, one day, every man, he was like, I don't care if you're a Buddhist or a rabbi or a monk, a Buddhist monk. He's like, one day you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror and you're gonna ask yourself, am I a fool? And thinking about that, you think about religion, and this podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast isn't about religion or, politics or anything like that, but it makes you think, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, Harvey Keitel has some really
he's very stern in his acting.
but he has a lot of good wisdom in this movie.
Yeah, a lot of good wisdom.
Yeah.
He brings you down to the table, and he's like, he makes you listen to him.
Yeah. So
And it
after
really
that
hits.
after that scene of them in the diner, we come across them, and he wants to get a motel room because he just wants to sleep on a good bed
Yeah,
for the night.
Yeah.
And his daughter and son are like trying to convince him, why are we going
to
to
the motorhome?
Yeah, like why are we going to a motel? We got a bed, and then especially the motel they roll up on, which it does look very dingy. For
Yeah,
like,
and it's the one that Seth and Richard are in.
Yeah, this is obviously 1996, but yeah, for 96 standards, this hotel is definitely ran down a little bit.
And let me just say, this fucking motorhome is dope. I would I would drive one of these to live in it. I don't even know if it's a Winnebago or not, but it's pretty sick. It's a pretty sick, like 70s, 80s style motorhome.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, it comes to the scene of, it shows them get to the hotel and he's asleep, but he gets woken up by Richie.
Well, they almost run over.
Seth,
yeah.
And he obviously notices the motorhome. And he's like, "Oh shit, this is our way out."
And Seth, he just randomly just points his gun at him, like right when he pulls up.
No,
on him.
He's holding a beer.
Oh,
it's a beer.
Okay,
yeah, he's like holding the beer up, but it's really strange.
Yeah, I really thought he was holding a gun. I was like, for somebody who's laying low, like you just pull a gun out on anybody.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be the smart guy.
Yeah.
But so yeah, Harvey Keitel and his whole family almost run over George Clooney, and it's just an innocent thing for the time being.
It's when they first kind of under the table meet.
Yeah,
it's like they get a sense of what each other looks like.
And we need to talk about Juliette Lewis here for a second before we go forward.
Oh,
she is playing the same character that she's always played in every movie.
Well, I don't know about Natural Born Killers. She don't act like Natural Born Killers, but I don't know which one she's. Obviously, in the end of this movie, she gets pretty hot, but I don't know which one she's hotter in. Is this or Natural Born Killers? And I was thinking about that too. I think it's probably. I like the end of this one where she becomes a badass, and we'll talk about that.
I would probably say this one because she still stays a normal person,
and her hair's long.
Not like she's normal in the other movie, but like
she's psychotic as fuck.
When you see her running, bang her head against that wall, it's just like, all right,
okay, bitch. Yeah, you just lost my interest.
Yeah, this is too much
interest.
Yeah. But yeah, she has like a certain like typecasting. I feel like with all these roles, it's like just no matter what role she is, and she's like, nope, I'm just Juliette Lewis.
This is me
playing some pastor's daughter.
And she's on. I let Luna watch it, my kid, but we watch What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and she's in that.
Yeah,
and obviously she's traveling and whatever, but it very innocent. No harm.
She's just the same
country
character in every single movie.
Yeah, great actor though.
Oh yeah.
So she was actually, I didn't get to go, but she was in the Fan Fest or whatever it is, Horror Fest in Kentucky, and she was there. And I was going to have my Natural Born Killers VHS signed by her, but I didn't get to go. Yeah, she was definitely there though. So yeah, Jacob is asleep and he gets woken up by Richie knocking on the door, and he's asking for ice. A bucket of ice.
Yeah.
So I love ice.
Yeah.
Me and my lady friend.
So
what's a lady friend?
Yeah.
Me and my lady friend need some ice. What did you just do?
So yeah, it's not just a bucket of ice. I need a bucket of ice by your door now.
But as soon as he fucking imagine waking up, as soon as he woke up and he opened the door, he went and got the bucket and turned around, and got hit right in the fucking face by
Oh,
Seth.
yeah.
So imagine waking up and just getting hit dead in the face. Like that would be awful.
That's even worse than just getting the robbery going.
But it's when he's like, what is this? And he punches him. He said, it's called a punch.
I want to mention something before that scene actually comes on the screen. They have like, I guess like the mock-up TV, like crime, like the newscast basically.
Oh yeah, with Kelly Preston on it. Yeah.
But also it has Will Saxon, who plays in the Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He's also he's in another horror movie, and he kind of has like a connection to all these, like, I guess, directors of all this stuff. But it's pretty cool just to see all these like little cameos of people.
And it's really cool how they all use kind of the same people or whatever. But yeah, Kelly Preston, obviously, rest in peace, but gorgeous in this movie. And she plays like what, 2-minute bit,
Yeah.
not even that. It's just super crazy seeing them in this film. But it's really cool. I love in films when they film something to play in a film. Like they have to film a TV bit or like a newscaster or a commercial to play in the film that they're filming. It's wild that they do.
It's like it's the world inside of the world.
Exactly.
That they exist in.
And you have to make that stuff. It's
like
super crazy that they.
You're
do
an
that.
actor and with playing another actor.
Yeah.
But dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
But when I like when fucking Seth gets hit and then he walks in, or not Seth gets hit. Seth hits Jacob, but he walks in and he's like, so what's the story with you two? You a couple fags?
Yeah.
He brings his son over. He's like, he's my son. Well, he was like, well, how's that happen? He don't look Japanese. He was like, he was like, you don't look Japanese. He's like, well, neither does he. He looks Chinese. He's like, oh, well, excuse me, all the fucking hell. Like, my bad.
Yeah, he just comes out just banging the slurs all the way out.
And I ain't gonna talk about Juliette Lewis in a fucking bathing suit. We can move past that part.
Well, actually, it's very no. It actually plays into Richie's creepy character.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to talk about, because as soon as she walks into a home invasion between these two psychopaths, he says, "Oh, we're doing a wet bikini she goes, "What's going on?" And then he's like, "We're doing a wet bikini contest, and you just won." Yeah, like
I'd been like, "What the fuck?"
So creepy.
Hey, man.
And then. So we're going through the movie.
But when she comes in and they both stand up, Seth turns around. He's like, you two, Simon says, sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Simon says.
Yeah. So we get to the point where he has him in the room, is explaining to him what exactly is going on. And he's telling him that we need to get across to Mexico.
And we're going to use your fucking RV to do it.
And
if you don't, no, your kids aren't going anywhere with me.
Yeah.
Or with you.
Yeah.
And he's like, and that is that.
And that shit turns around fucking
really fucking quick. He's
really
like,
quick.
that is not that. This is fucking this. Puts a gun up to his head, like his son's head.
Yeah. So we get to this scene, and then one of Richie's first hallucinations comes in. Yeah.
And it's of Juliette Lewis.
Yeah. And she says the words,
Richie, would you do me a favor and eat my pussy for me, please? He's like, sure.
That's what the fuck,
like,
dude.
Not tomorrow. No.
Yeah, like again with the writing, like he did come out and say, like, he was like, I realized the role needed somebody crazy enough to play the character, and he does it so fucking well.
But the hallucinations, it's in the show, it really shows more of his hallucinations.
Oh, really?
I've watched like the first couple of episodes. I never really like finished it or whatever, but it shows him like really hallucinating shit. And even when they're in the bar or the liquor store, he's like seeing shit. And you're like, damn, this is like really detailed, and it dives into all their like personalities and the problems that they have or whatever. And supposedly Seth is on heroin or something. He's like on drugs.
Oh,
so
shit.
like it pulled up the pills that he's taking, but it still doesn't explain.
I forgot to mention, when they first do the home invasion, Richie pretty much
puts the fucking gun in his mouth.
Yeah, he makes him like deep this fucking gun, and it is just so
imagine seeing
settling.
Your kid. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have been like,
he's about to get
what the fuck?
You think he's about to get his head blown off, and then he just straight shoves it down there. I'm like, Jesus, dude. Like,
so a part in this too, like whenever all this concludes and Jacob's like, he's like, so what is it? He's like, you can either say no and I'll execute all of you right now, or you can say yes and save your family. He's like, yes.
Yeah.
He's like,
Obviously.
your dad's all right. You just saved your fucking
Yeah.
life. But when Seth says, okay, Ramblers, let's get
Yeah.
rambling. That's a cool part.
I love that quote because
it's in Reservoir Dogs, and Joe Gabbett says, okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Oh, damn.
The first of the movie.
I didn't notice that. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And I think it's obviously a saying from back then, but you see that a lot in Tarantino's films.
Yeah, the borrowing of other things. Yeah, because he usually borrows from a lot of movies, obviously, and steals. I know I just showed you the City on Fire.
And you know what? I never noticed that, or I never knew that until you started showing me things.
Yeah.
It's really cool that how, even though it is, I guess it's stealing, but who gives a fuck? But it's still cool how he recuperates it into his own perspective.
Yeah, they say great artists still. So I mean, if you change it up a little bit, I could see the vision. It's not like a blatant, just like I just ripped your shit off, pretty much.
Yeah. And I've seen scenes where I'm like, okay, I think I could do that better.
Yeah.
But it's really cool when they're in the camper, and obviously Richie's like watching the kids, and Seth is talking to Jacob, who's driving. But when Richie is sitting there and he has him at gunpoint, he's like, Juliette Lewis says, excuse me, where are you taking us? And he says,
oh yeah,
Mexico. And she says, What's in Mexico? He says, Mexicans.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the Scott is like, well, yeah, that's true.
Like, no shit. So we're getting on the road with the family and the goons and the robbers here. We're on our way down to Mexico, and which brings us to our first appearance. Actually, before I even get to that, Richie, he wears retainers. He grinds his teeth.
Well, I put something in here about that.
Yeah. Which is crazy as a serial killer and serial rapist that he's worried about his teeth.
Seth yells at him. He's like, Richie,
yeah,
put in your bit. And Scott and Kay are looking at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he says, I grind my teeth.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Like, okay. That's super funny. But yeah, Seth is going through his fucking dude's wallet. Imagine someone going through your fucking wallet.
Exactly.
Like questions and questioning you like, while you're hostage, it's like, fuck you, dude. Don't ask me. I ain't answering shit. Like, I'm gonna take you where you need to go, kill me or not, but fuck you.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, man.
Shit. But obviously, this is the scene where he tells him, what happened to his wife and why he is the way he is with his religion and all that. And let me just fucking say, Harvey Keitel is probably one of my top 10 actors. Such a good fucking actor, especially in this movie. But his wardrobe, his hat is phenomenal. I want his hat. I would rock that hat. I don't think I could, but I would.
He's got got that Dudley Do-Right fucking Canadian 10-gallon hat.
He's got the 1950s, Ray-Ban glasses on, but
he
killing the wardrobe, bro.
Yeah, he definitely is looking the part of the preacher.
And you know what? Seth and Richard look like fucking
the Gecko
Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah.
Jules and what's his name?
Jules and Vincent.
Yeah, Jules and Vincent.
Yeah,
so it's like a little Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino are like really good friends.
Yeah.
So they share a lot of stuff.
Kind of I guess a nod to the Pulp Fiction universe. They say all this stuff is kind of
it's in its own
in the same kind of universe.
Yeah. But who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows if that's true?
I like I noticed something like about this movie from watching it all the years I have, and like learning all the facts now, is that their last names are Gecko. Like, that's just the thing. It's just it doesn't really take away from the movie, but it's just funny to me that out of all the names they could have picked, they went with Gecko. The Gecko Boys.
And it's really cool, like when they pull up to the border crossing, because that introduces Cheech Marin's first character, which is a border patrol sheriff or agent or whatever. But he plays 3 fucking parts in this movie. And when I was a kid, I really didn't pay attention to it. But
you don't really
now you're like, holy fuck. This dude he's a border patrol. He's a fucking, I don't know a doorman at the Titty Twister that we're going to get to. And then at the end of the movie, he's a gangster or
He's
whatever.
Carlos.
Yeah, he's
who they're waiting on.
a Tijuana,
Yeah.
gangster or whatever, cartel guy. Pretty cool seeing him in that movie. 3 fucking characters,
Yeah.
3 different characters. Like,
So while we're riding in the RV right now, like we said, Seth and what's Harvey's what's his character's name?
Jacob.
Jacob, yeah. Seth and Jacob are in the front of the car and they're discussing, and they're kind of, I guess, coming to terms about the reality of the situation, and that he's telling them, like, if you do this, we're going to let you go, and I'll give you my word. And in the back, we got Quentin Tarantino staring down very freakily at
Looking at her feet.
Yeah, at Juliette
Her
Lewis's
feet
feet.
are out.
We have the second foot fetish sighting of the night with this crazy fucker.
But he's like I guess he's still remembering his hallucination, but he's like, if you still want me to do that thing for you that you said back in the room, I will. And she's like, what did I say?
Yeah.
He's like, you asked me if, and you can see it in his words, like,
Yeah,
if you put the what do you call them?
like the subtitles.
Yeah,
like,
subtitles. You can
mouse it.
see he's like, you asked me if I would eat out your, and then ... and he's like, Richie, don't be talking to those
Yeah.
fucking kids, whatever.
Which really, I mean, how old are these fucking kids?
I don't know.
It never says. Like,
I don't know. It looks like 16.
Yeah, like I'd
17.
imagine that she's in like
They're
her like
grown.
18s. I would assume that because she's like 18, 19 looking, because he looks like he's her
Mhm.
brother looks like he's like 16.
Yeah,
And
they're definitely grown kids.
Yeah.
But
which even just weird. Like this is a serial rapist, and he has a soul patch at the bottom of his lip, which I just
it's a flavor saver, dog.
Yeah.
That's how it was back then.
you can't do that, man. He's got the John Lennon shades on, which he gets broke here in a second.
Yeah,
When we get to that.
yeah, I got a good quote for that one. It's
Yeah.
probably like one of my favorite quotes
Yeah.
between him and Seth.
So we get to the Mexican border, and we have our first appearance of Cheech Marin, like we said, and Jacob.
he's like, I'm gonna fucking get us through here, and his son's like,
Yeah.
no, you can't.
Well, that's
Like,
the thing. His son.
he tries to get him to tell.
What's his son's name again?
Scott.
Yeah, his son Scott is trying to convince his father to rat them out, and really, when you think about this whole entire movie, he
It
could
could have ended right.
he could
here.
have saved everyone's
Yeah.
lives. Like
his whole family.
the tragedy that comes from after this would have been nothing compared to the tragedy of going to prison, and
Yeah.
obviously even risking your own life trying to get out of there. But
if the gun was held to your daughter's head, would you
exactly,
still
yeah,
tell?
no, exactly. It's all like,
It's like,
what would you do?
Yeah,
But
a big WYD.
while they're arguing, Jacob proclaims 3 to 4 times that he's running the show.
Yeah,
He's running the show.
not running-
Yeah,
But
it's very apparent that he's not running the show.
he's not running the show.
he literally tells a lie in the first.
But
like,
I think it starts right here. He starts being a real ass fucking man. Like he starts standing up, and he's like, but he's not only trying to be a bully to Seth or the Gecko Brothers, but he's like putting his foot down in a positive way, and he's like,
I'm not taking no shit.
and later on in the movie,
Yeah.
he persuades them to do better. And obviously, we're
Yeah.
going to talk about it, but he changes their perspective on things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But right here, this is when it starts. He's like, no, like I can get us through here. They're going to fucking let us go.
Yeah.
Do what the fuck I say, pretty much. But
Then he slips up 30 seconds later.
yeah, 30 seconds later,
Yeah.
he forgets that he has a daughter, which
He says, "Oh, it's just me and my
It's so
son."
funny.
And then in the background, we see Richie and Seth holding Juliette Lewis hostage in the small little shower, and George Clooney makes a comment to his brother. And
yeah,
he says,
and that's the quote.
don't do it.
He
Don't
was
be a
like,
fucking
he was
nut."
like, yeah, you don't act like a fucking nut, everything will be just fine.
Yeah.
And he's like, as long as you don't
What's
act
that
like a
supposed to
nut.
mean?
He's like, the hell's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
He's like, nothing. He's like, you just called me a fucking nut. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You said, as long as I don't act like a fucking nut, I just meant be cool. Yeah, you meant that, but you meant the other two.
Yeah.
So
Richie,
this is not the
Seth.
time, Richie.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck those fucking pigs, man.
Yeah.
You called me a fucking nut.
He says, "Now where I'm coming from, that crosses the tracks. This motherfucker has raped and killed multiple people, and that's the thing that fucking sets
that's
up the
what
line."
set you off.
Yeah,
It's really fucking good though. He
Yeah.
smacks him with his fucking gun. Pow.
yeah. So that's where
So good.
Richie gets his John Lennon shades broken,
Broken.
and it's his only pair. So keep that in mind.
I really
He's
love
blind.
that
He's
scene.
blind throughout this whole entire scenario.
You know what? I want to quote that for the rest of my life. Oh, as long as I act like a fucking nut.
Yeah.
But after that, Border Patrol comes in.
Yeah.
They check everything. Juliette Lewis is acting like she's on the fucking toilet shitting or whatever she's doing.
We got a very creepy look from Cheech Marin, who stares way too long at the door.
Closes the door. Jacob gets him through. But this is when the movie like starts to pop off, I think, really good. I mean, it's been popping off from the beginning of this movie. It pops off and it's so fucking good. The dialogue, the acting, and everything. But there's a part in the movie where it just gets obnoxious. But I think this is when it starts to really fucking pop off.
Yeah.
But the pop off is the ZZ Top song is "She's Killing Me," and then it enters the Titty Twister bar, which we're going to get into. But the ZZ Top song, like this whole soundtrack to this movie,
oh yeah,
fucking phenomenal. It's so every single song. There's, ZZ Top.
We got some Stevie Ray Vaughan. Not to mention the house band that we have.
Tito and the Tarantula. Like I listen to them daily, and what's really cool is like Tito and Tarantula, the singer, plays in this. He stars in this film, but he's also in Desperado. He stars in Desperado, but they also play Tito and Tarantula songs in Desperado as well. Yeah, and that's a Robert Rodriguez film as well. So it's just so cool how they use.
He just kind of kept it all in house.
Yeah, I was actually watching a bunch of live videos on him, and he's like, he's old. Obviously, he's old. Yeah, he just can't really sing anymore, and it's kind of sad. But really good fucking band. If you ever Tito and Tarantula guys, if you ever.
So we make it through the border very successfully after the close encounter with Cheech Marin's first character. Jacob is now back in control.
Yeah, he's driving the RV.
He's running the show now. He's back to running things. And Seth is very excited. He just knocked out Richie, his brother. He's asleep in the back.
He's like, I know I've been one mean motor scooter. And I have been one rough pecker.
Yeah.
But you are all officially in my cool book.
Yeah. See, this is where the whole tone of the movie changes because
everything's cool now.
The whole threat was them to begin with.
Yeah.
And this is just like a heist movie. And
now that they're safe.
Now it's like, hey, we're safe and we're getting to where the fuck we're going.
Okay,
and
buddy,
cool.
We'll be buddy for a little bit.
But we see Jacob driving the RV through a montage of
Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not sure what part of Mexico this is.
It's definitely desert hills.
We roll up on the bar, the Titty Twister, who has apparently the biggest neon sign budget in the entire
cool ass fucking
country.
logo too.
Yeah.
So when I was riding a Harley, I bought a bunch of patches and I bought a Titty Twister patch.
Nice.
And I put it on my left titty, and it's literally like
on my titty.
It's the logo, and it's dope as fuck.
But yeah, this
cool ass name for a titty.
We pull up to the Mad Max hangout of Mexico because we have a million bikers riding in a circle out front with I don't know the parking situation of this too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I guess you just pull up and fucking.
Yeah, this is a long ass dirt road with all these neon signs in a half a mile radius, and we come across
Cheech Marin's second character.
Yeah.
He's a doorman.
We got Mr. Pussy Man.
Yeah.
So
here at the Titty Swisher, we're slashing pussy in half.
Yeah. So we got the pussy blowout. We got the penny pussy cell. We got
if you can find cheaper pussy anywhere, fuck it.
Yeah. He's I'm not sure what I guess he's the bouncer.
Yeah, he's like the doorman / bouncer.
Yeah. But honestly, he's kind of like an MC too, because he's literally just like he has a microphone and he's announcing this to all the people that are outside. So
it's like,
which he also announces that they have cat pussy, chicken pussy, dog
horse pussy, dog pussy.
So they're fucking animals around
Snapping here. Pussy.
I mean, I know
he said smelly pussy, hairy pussy, bloody pussy.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
They've also got pyrotechnics out here.
Yeah, they got some shit.
We have
going.
flames shooting out of the building,
neon signs everywhere, nude dancing. It's like they're luring you into this building. Obviously to fucking kill you.
And they're open,
and they serve food. I would never fucking
Yeah,
eat
fuck
here.
no.
I wouldn't. He said the best in Mexico. Danny Trejo was like, "Ooh, the best in Mexico." Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not, dude.
They got
like,
hot
I can cook better.
carnitas.
I got a camper. I got an RV outside. Like, I can cook
Yeah.
better inside my RV. But yeah, dope ass logo, dope ass setting.
Oh yeah, the
and
building is fucking
entrance.
awesome. I would love to party here if there wasn't a vampire infested
Yeah,
place.
yeah. Even the door entrance is super fucking sick.
And they are apparently open from dusk till dawn, which our crew is waiting out to meet Carlos in the morning so they can collect their payment.
Yeah.
That's what this whole movie is about, is them waiting in Mexico so they can get their damn money.
To get their, what does he say? He say if you want to pay for sanctuary, to get to their sanctuary, they have to wait at this fucking bar because that's the bar that's picked.
They have to pay 30% out of the
their
bank.
loot.
Yeah, the bank robbery that they did. Which another
and they
thing,
talk about that at the hotel room. He's like, "Can't you negotiate?" He's like, "No, you want sanctuary, you got to fucking pay for it." He's like, "Yeah, all I'm saying, man." He's like, "This conversation's over."
So
it's 30%.
Let me ask something. Where is the money this whole time?
It's in the briefcase. He has the briefcase.
Oh yeah.
It's in a
Okay,
briefcase.
you're right.
And he carries it with him.
I feel like I just get so lost in the actual movie that
you forget the little.
I realized that and I was like, "Where's they just robbed a fucking bank? Like,
where's the bag?
Why are we waiting at a bar?
Yeah,
just go to Mexico and just buy a fucking hotel.
Go
and
to
meet me
your
there.
go straight to your sanctuary. Why are you waiting until dawn?
Yeah,
or dusk, whatever.
Like I can wait for you anywhere you tell me to go, dude. Why do you want me to go to the titty twister?
Why do I gotta wait? I'm here. But they get into the bar and they go up straight to the bar keeper or whatever, and it's Danny Trejo, badass fucking dude,
young looking Danny Trejo too.
Yeah.
He's
probably like right after Heat, and I didn't look that up. I think this is like after Heat. He was really good in Heat. I don't know if Desperado was made first or after this, but he's in Desperado as well, and everybody knows.
I think Desperado's before for sure.
Yeah,
because that's where we first get Selma Hayek.
Yeah,
and
everybody knows Danny Trejo. He's got the Mexican woman tattooed on his chest. It's very ironic. But it's really funny because he's like, shot of whiskey or order a whiskey, and he fucking takes it. He's like, "You can't come in here." And he's like, "Well, why can't I come in here?" He's like, "This bar is for bikers
and truckers only.
You get out." But you know what? And this is another part where Jacob steps up and he saves everybody's ass to get them. He's like, you said this bar is for truck drivers. Well, I'm a truck driver. I got a class whatever driver's license. He's like, if you look out your parking lot, you'll see a recreational vehicle.
Yeah.
That's mine. I'm a truck driver. This bar's a truck driver. I am a truck driver. And these are my friends.
Yeah.
Right there, I'd have been like, motherfucker, dude. Like, dap me up. Like,
well, the funny thing
is, got us in here.
The funny thing I think about this too is there's no windows to this place.
No.
So how the fuck does he even know what he pulled up?
He could look out. Yeah. He's just taking his word for it.
There's no way you know that this motherfucker ain't a biker or a trucker at all. You have a big fucking wooden door. Like, there's no way.
But him saying that I think it made him more badass than Seth and Richard put together.
Because he could eventually just be like, all right, let's get out of here.
He is officially running the show.
Yeah.
After that line, he's running the show. So he's like, everything is behind him.
I gotta rewind just a little bit before we actually make it into the bar. Cheech Marin comes across George Clooney and he literally says, "Hey, wait a minute, man."
Slaps his chest. You can't come in here.
Just tells him to wait for a second. And George Clooney, just for whatever reason,
breaks shit.
He breaks his fucking wrist. He fucking rocks his shit.
And then
his brother Richie comes right behind
him. Kicks him in the fucking ribs.
Yeah, just beats the fuck out of him even more. For no reason. Like, I understand that Mr. Pussyman Cheech Marin's character right now is a little obnoxious, and he probably deserved it. He definitely should have stopped Seth Gecko at the door with his hand in his chest. But
he
definitely did deserve that fucking ass whooping.
Yeah, he did. He didn't deserve that.
Like when he comes back in the movie later.
I wrote.
I fully feel his fucking pain because I'm like, let's kick this motherfucker's ass.
But you get to the bar, and after Jacob gets them in, they get a table or whatever, and he kicks some fucking people off of a table, and there's a stripper on it.
No, hold on. The thing about this that cracked me up watching this. There's already a person sitting at the table, and Seth just hits him one good punch, and you don't see this man again.
Yeah.
In a bar that's full of fighting already as they first walk in, full of titties and fighting. This motherfucker is laid out. Apparently, he must be dead. I don't know.
I couldn't relax in a bar like that.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, there's women dancing on the fucking table. There's beer being thrown around. Like, a dude gets his head smashed with a bottle, and it's only the first 10 seconds in.
But
But yeah, he rocks this motherfucker, and he has to be fucking dead. And then he tells the stripper to get off the fucking
yeah, he's
table.
like, get off.
Like,
This is my table now. But they sit down, and obviously they start Seth starts drinking, and when they're at the bar, this big old fat dude comes up behind him and grabs him on the fucking shoulder, and he's like, "Hey, pretty much get the fuck out of here." And it's before Jacob said, "Hey, this bar's for biker or truck drivers." I am
Before
a
he
truck
vouched
driver,
for the whole
but-
crew.
so it's already a fight started as soon as they get in the sanctuary, or almost the sanctuary. So they're on their shit again. They're starting their shit. So it's like, dude, like, and Jacob tells him later on, he's like, "Hey, can't you fucking really? Are you?
you told us when we
fucking
came
loser?"
in here to be cool.
Yeah. But they sit down. But what's really crazy is Seth is like pouring rounds. He was like, Scott,
Yeah.
you want a drink? Or Kate, you want? She's like, no, I'm not 21. It's like, imagine sitting there as a dad and having someone else give your kids fucking alcohol. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was like, fuck no.
I feel like at this point, like
I'd have threw that bottle.
he even said, like, you guys are all cool in my book, which they are cool, and he's still saying just don't
So
try any
let's
shit.
drink now.
But yeah, like to overthrow like someone's like fucking whole like patriarchy of parentry, like you can't just be like, hey, here's some fucking alcohol.
You're taking this and you're gonna do what the fuck I say. Like, no, motherfucker.
So as we're going around the room,
I've been like, what the fuck, dude? Like, calm the fuck down.
as we're going around the room, we get a appearance from our characters, and one of the first highlight
You
characters
meet
we have
Tom Savini.
Yeah, Tom Savini as
And you know what?
sex machine.
Yeah, sex machine.
Yeah.
But he is a makeup artist, a brilliant makeup artist.
Yeah.
And he does all the horror stuff like Jason and a bunch of other stuff. But he didn't have anything. He didn't do any makeup in this movie.
For real?
Yeah. And I was
figured he
looking it
would
up.
have.
Yeah, I know. And it looks like all of his stuff. But you meet him, and the first thing you fucking see is his penis pistol, which is badass.
Yeah,
like,
his dick gun.
how badass would you be if you had a cock
His
gun?
crotch rocket. Yeah.
His cock bullet.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy. But
A man
obviously
pulls out a switchblade and he just leans back and just fucking flips his pouch out.
his gun gets hard. And
Yeah.
he's ready to pop off.
He's got
rounds.
2 fucking 6-round fucking
busted rounds.
What a
Super
badass
cool.
weapon. And then we come around to his name is Frost. Fred Williamson is playing him. And apparently he is a Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny that this scene we discussed there's like strippers dancing all over the table and everyone's being obnoxious. But
He's building a house out of
he's trying to build a domino house.
and it keeps falling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to another table.
Yeah, like,
move to the
motherfucker-
bar, man.
Yeah. Why are you in here trying to build dominoes right
yeah,
now?
you really that? What are you trying to de-stress for that way? But when they're at the table, obviously, the Japanese kid, Richard talks to him. He's like, "You want to dance with that girl, kid? Let me know." But it's
Yeah.
a Japanese girl. It shows a Japanese girl, so it's just ironic.
And then
he's
that-
Japanese.
He's literally offering
Chinese.
strip dances to their kids.
Yeah, dances, alcohol, like what the fuck, dude?
I thought after the border everything was supposed to be cool.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
he even says you're all in my cool book, but even Jacob calls him out on it. He was like, before we came in here, you told all of us to be cool. And he said, I never said do what I do. I said do what I say.
yeah,
You're like, whoa, my God. So now he's back in charge.
yeah.
And then Jacob, he comes back in charge. He's like, are you a fucking loser? You can't realize when you've won.
yeah.
He's like,
Are you
all
such a
the-
loser? You
all-
can't realize you
all
won?
the state of Texas, along with the FBI, are looking for you. Did they find you?
Yeah,
No, they didn't. It's like, imagine robbing a bank and having all of fucking America looking for you and you're in another country. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Across the border, getting away with shit. And then you still act like a fucking fool.
yeah. He
wanna start
slams his
shitting
shot
on-
glass like 9 times.
Yeah,
for
hella
whatever
pissed off for
reasons.
no reason. All because some dude laid his hand on you. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got the
Yeah.
money, you got the loot. Get the fuck out of it.
So
Be happy.
is this our first appearance of Tito and the Tarantulas, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the badass bar or the badass band
And
playing.
you know
at the
what? This
bar.
is when they play a Stevie Ray Vaughan song, but they're not actually playing it. Obviously, the
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan Ray Vaughan
Yeah.
song is playing.
Yeah.
But it goes to that, and then Danny Trejo comes up and introduces Salma Hayek, and boy, oh boy, was this our childhood.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this whole
what-
scene right here,
This
like
is what started it.
I think I saw this movie before I saw Desperado, and
Oh, yeah.
It's such a great introduction. I think this is like is this her second movie?
It probably is.
I might be wrong on that, but
All I know
I'd
is
imagine.
this is what hit my puberty off pretty good.
Yeah. And the
Seeing her
thing
come
about this, it's so funny because she comes out and her name is, hold up, I have it right here.
Santonio Pandamayo.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Santonic. Yes, Santonico Pandemonium.
Yeah.
So,
That's not a vampire name at all.
yeah,
That's not a queen vampire's name.
so she comes out in this whole like robe get up.
With the fucking snake.
Yeah,
on her.
where do they get the snake from?
I don't know.
And where do they store the snake when they're done?
I don't know.
Yeah, so
Yeah, pretty wild.
this
That's some
whole
vampire shit.
this whole entire thing, we have fucking like obviously if you know this movie, you know it's about to kick off with some vampire shit. But we have
pretty close.
we have a live boa constrictor also in the
Yeah.
house.
It gets
And-
taken away, but when she takes off that cloak and she's got a bikini on, but what's really crazy is like when she walks to the table, it's another fucking foot fetish thing. She's putting her
Yes.
foot in Quentin's mouth,
yeah,
and
we have our final foot fetish
pouring
of the
liquor
night.
in it, rubbing her toes in it. It's like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Did
I
you
don't-
really say I want you to put your foot in my mouth in this scene?
Out of all people too that she walks up to and does
Yeah,
it,
yeah, it's him.
It's the obvious footman.
It's the footman.
Yeah. Quentin Footman
But dude,
Tarantino.
I will say it's a Tito and Tarantula song. It's called After Dark.
Oh yeah,
but
good song.
I've never been to a strip club, but if I do go, I always wanted a lap dance to this song.
You got to go run the touch tunes real quick.
I'm gonna say play this fucking song because this is the money. But yeah, and obviously that's the best part of the fucking movie. One of the best parts I think.
And I love how Jacob is not an alcoholic and not a drinker.
Yeah,
at
he
all.
doesn't want to drink, and then
But he finally gets.
yeah, he's like, you know what? After he says the loser quote and he talks him into it, he calms him down, and he's like running the show again. He's like, you know what? Take a shot. I want you to drink with me.
Yeah, I want to have a drink.
I really
with you,
wanna-
Jacob.
I really
After I
wanna
got your
drink with
kids
you.
drunk.
Yeah.
I want you to
But
drink
after
with
you
me
calm
too.
me down again, take a fucking shot with me.
Yeah.
And we'll move on from the dance scene.
No,
Obviously
hold
the
on
foot
just a
in the
second.
mouth.
We can
Fuck
watch it.
that.
We can sit here for just a little bit. We can harp on this.
It's really funny because after the scene, after Cheech gets his fucking ribs crashed in,
Yeah.
they come in with all the bouncers. And
Cheech and the gang.
Seth is like, Richie, get back on clock. And he's like, instantly, how many? He's like, 3. But when Cheech comes up and he was like, that Danny Trejo's like, which one? And Cheech is like, this piece of shit here,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's like, broke my finger and my nose.
And this
And this
motherfucker-
faggot
Yeah.
give me the ribs when I was down.
down.
Instantly pulled the gun out. And then in the middle of a fucking bar in Sanctuary in Mexico, of all places, you fucking kill somebody or you shoot somebody. Why would you do that? I don't know why. I wouldn't.
Well, because Richie got his hand stabbed.
Well, yeah. Well, no, it was after he pulled it out. He pulled the gun out on him and then he stabbed him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So
he stabbed his hand.
so yeah,
But
Richie
you
gets
know
his already shot hand stabbed to the table, and
yeah, he pulls it out and he stabs Danny Trejo to death. But he slams the knife back on the table, and that's when you see the green blood.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is when it takes a turn. You're like, what the fuck?
yeah, Harvey
What is
Keitel
going
notices
on?
the green blood dripping down the knife.
Yeah, yeah. And, it's
And,
green blood, and you're like, what the fuck?
Seth also shoots Cheech Marin.
Yeah, like
and-
3 fucking
and the big,
times.
bear-looking guy.
And the big dude.
Oh, and Danny Trejo. So yeah, Danny Trejo's
Yeah.
the first to get shot, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
And then it's 10 minutes of obnoxious shit. Like, it's just, this is when the film takes a complete fucking turn.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, okay, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
It's just
so-
insane amount of killing, and it's like super cheesy and corny. But at the same time, it's like you can't look away. You're like,
Oh, yeah,
oh my
no,
god,
this
this is
is-
intriguing.
this
as
is when the
fuck."
movie flips its whole entire head over.
Yeah, it's not serious anymore. I mean, it's kind of serious, but it's goofy. It's like
And
a goofy serious.
So Harvey Keitel notices the green blood, and then after that is not even like 5-10 seconds. Danny Trejo and everybody pops up on the floor.
Yeah,
and
and
they're
the vampires.
They're super
vampires.
disfigured. And I love the thing about how they change. Like,
the makeup, and that's Tom Savini's makeup style. It's like
yeah,
I couldn't believe that he didn't do any work in this because he does great fucking makeup work.
yeah.
It's insane. And he was at that horror thing as well in Kentucky.
Damn, that's
I
cool.
was like, holy shit, dude! I would love for him to sign, something that he had done.
So yeah, everybody starts changing, and we get the whole entire vampire kill scene. Which there's a lot of cool things, like a lot of the deaths that happen in this through them, like especially our side characters that start fighting. Frost just like pulls that girl down on the table.
Slams her on the fucking. He turns the table over and slams her on one of those pegs.
Yeah, we got.
He slams like 4 of them.
Yeah, we got Frost slamming bitches on the fucking pegs of the table. Then we got Pistol Pete with the fucking dick gun.
Oh yeah,
he's hopping on pool tables and using his whip. He also, it's also his sidearm is a whip.
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
Why the fuck did he bring a whip?
This man's in a bar with a whip.
Yeah,
and
he's getting
pistol.
Yeah, regardless.
This is not the guy.
He's whipping something.
This is not the guy you should be fucking with at all in a bar.
I wouldn't walk up to somebody with a whip. I wouldn't fuck with nobody.
Yeah. So yeah, shit's hitting the fan right now, and all the hot strippers are not hot anymore.
Yeah, they're all fucking nasty looking.
Yeah, Danny Trejo gets blown away with a dick gun. Yeah. He got fucking 2 shots. Oh yeah.
It's really cool, the transition of the vampire. Yeah, like
the dinner she's served.
Yeah, she slams that door shut and it transitions, and that's when just shit goes haywire. And it's what's really cool too is like there's like a thing that you can see through. It's like a I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know how do you describe it, but it's like a big mirror looking thing. And there's a sheet in it.
Like the silhouette
shadow.
thing.
Yeah. You can see a shadow, and she's picking up like a head. She's literally like putting it in her mouth. It's pretty fucking. You see heads flying around, arms and limbs, and
there's
shit.
blood everywhere, just very obnoxiously.
Yeah,
And the other thing is Tito and the Tarantulas turn also.
Oh
undead.
yeah.
And
our band.
Yeah, our frontman has a dead body as he's playing
as a guitar.
Yeah.
And there's a guy playing the saxophone, and it's a dead body. I'm pretty sure it's a saxophone.
Oh hell yeah!
It's pretty brutal.
I love this part here with Cheech Marin as the vampire as he's chasing Juliette Lewis behind the bar. They're dunkered out, and he says, my friends always tell me I suck.
I suck.
Yeah.
And then putting the cross in his mouth, and his head fucking explodes.
That's a good like little. I guess I would say
there's a lot of good fucking quotes.
Just like the little things like where they like the movie tropes. I would say that all vampires like garlic and crosses.
Yeah.
All and that shit.
It goes back to realism, like crosses, wooden stakes to the heart.
Yeah.
Holy water. They bless water at the end of the movie. I don't think they have any garlic in this movie though.
No, there's no garlic in the house. Out of all the things
they serve
have,
food with tacos and shit.
Yeah, there ain't no garlic in that fucking ingredients list back there in the kitchen.
But after all this bullshit, they kill vampires and whatever, and they get together and they're figuring out what's going on, and they're like, oh, I don't fucking believe in vampires, but what I fucking saw was fucking vampires.
Yeah.
Like, it was vampires, but they start thinking about how they can kill them. And Scott, he's like, well, all you got to do is put 2 sticks together.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we don't have a cross in here. He's like, well, all you got to do is put 2 sticks together. And he's like, Sex Machine goes, yeah, Peter Cushing does that all the time. Peter Cushing is he did Dracula's son or the son of Dracula or something. But he builds crosses and shit in the movies. That was a reference to Peter Cushing, which is pretty cool. And it's also funny too. He was like, Jacob was like, has anybody read a book about vampires? And not just some movies we saw, but a real book. And then fucking Sex Machine's like, you mean a Lifetime book? And Jacob's like,
oh yeah,
okay, I'll take it as a no. Like nobody's read a book.
So wait, hold on. We completely skipped over Richie's death. Richie's hand is bleeding.
Oh yeah.
So
he gets bit.
Let's go back. So Salma Hayek is dancing, and all this shit goes down. Richie gets his hand stabbed, and she notices Richie's hand dripping with blood, and so she's like, "I want some of that."
Yeah,
so she turns into the hottest snake of all time.
I don't know if she's hot.
No, she's not hot. She completely loses
from her neck down.
Yeah, she completely loses everything because her head shifts into this weird like leopard snake looking bitch. And she jumps on Richie's back and bites into his ass, and he is eating him, and obviously turns him into a vampire. And I love this part too because he's like Seth is holding his brother. He doesn't want him to turn dead, and he obviously just dies there, but he doesn't know he turns into a vampire yet. And then whenever he finally does get up, he has this like weird like 40s Dracula like Halloween costume look to him.
Yeah, it's strange.
It goes from that
really bulky.
Yeah, it goes from that, but then it changes to what they all look like with that big ass like prosthetic head. Yeah. It's like a frame by frame. It does
change. But you know what's really cool is like when it shows what he really looks like, and then it shows Seth seeing him as his brother still. It's Quentin Tarantino with like eyes and vampire teeth.
Was that what they did?
And then it goes back to it's
that's
because Seth is looking at him through his eyes.
That's
he
what
still
I was,
sees his brother.
That's what I was wondering because I was like, they literally just did it so like frame by frame, and he just had this big ass head.
It's set through Seth's eyes.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Brother. Yeah, he still sees his brother's face. He doesn't let nobody kill him, and he obviously kills him himself.
Yeah. He has to. They hold him down, and he drives a wooden stake through his heart.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah.
It's when you start feeling bad for him.
Yeah.
You know, after all the shit he does.
So later on, we get we got Big Man who comes at Frost, and I will say the heart rip through the chest. That's such a badass move.
How is he still breathing though with his heart out? It's technically out of his chest already.
I know.
It's like he don't have a heart, but yeah, it was.
They're
definitely military style kung fu action.
Yeah,
and he was in a lot of movies. Like kung fu. He was in some kung fu movies, I'm pretty sure too.
He was he's in a lot of the like blaxploitation films.
Yeah.
King's, I think it's Young Caesar. So
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I looked up his like IMDb page because we were talking about what other stuff that he was in.
Yeah.
And
there's a quote where Sex Machine is like, and now we kill that fucking band. And he's like, I can do that. And I looked up, I thought that was from another movie. If he killed like a band in another movie, and it was referencing another movie, but it wasn't. It was just, he was just like, I can do that because I was in fucking Vietnam.
I think it's just because he was a soldier. Yeah.
He is a killer.
So yeah, we get past all the killing, and after all the vampires are slain, we have all of our remaining characters sitting in the bar, kind of just figuring out what they're going to do next. And
they're going through and picking off what vampires haven't been staked in the heart. And I don't know how they're sitting there laying there dead, fake dead, but they start coming to, obviously people being bitten and shit like that. But that's when you start to see everybody killing people, but Tom Savini is killing people, and a vampire, he like looks over at Juliette Lewis because she hesitates to kill a vampire, but he gets fucking bit. You're like, oh no.
Yeah, it sucks.
Sex machine.
Yeah, it sucks. The sex machine gets bit.
Sad part, but obviously, you know, he's going to turn into a vampire, which is later on.
Another thing too is their bodies explode.
They explode. Well, they all do different things. They melt, they catch on fire, they explode.
Oh wow. So you know what? I want to take back what I said a minute ago. We didn't have to reverse back. We're just now getting to the part where Richie turns.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Sorry. I thought we had just skipped past that. But so yeah, he gets bit, and then they fight off all the vampires, and Richie's still laying there.
Yeah. He's like under a table or something. But after he comes to,
we get Frank and Tarantino.
Yeah. You still have the platform boots.
Yeah.
But after that,
he looks like the dude from The Mask.
Seth, he does, don't he?
Yeah.
Fucking, what's his name?
I can't remember the dude's name. But he looks like the villain from The Mask.
Fuck. God, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't remember it. Yeah, he does. There's always time.
Yeah.
But after that, Seth is at the bar drinking, and Jacob comes up to him, and he's like, you know, we need you thinking and sober, not drunk. And they hear something, and he's like, what the fuck is that? He's like, at first I thought it was just birds. And Seth's like, it's bats.
Yeah.
There's hella bats outside.
We're surrounded by fucking vampires.
Yeah, there's all vampires outside.
Yeah. It's fucking nighttime. Like, what do you think their birds is flying into the ship for?
Yeah.
So yeah, we have 1,000,013 bats banging against the doors. So our crew decides that they need to barricade everything. So they start tearing down the place. They're basically getting whatever they can to just block the wooden doors. And while this is going on, we have a guy with his legs completely cut off who apparently just now woke up from getting eaten in half.
Yeah, something.
But I mean, I know. I guess they don't regenerate their limbs. I guess it's a dumb thing to think, but I figured like vampires just kind of grow back their shit. But
Well, it's in Jeepers Creepers, though.
yeah, yeah, that is
they
true.
Can't eat when they regrow. When
Yeah,
they eat.
He hasn't obviously ate yet because he has been eaten. But this man crawls on the floor. He grabs Juliette Lewis, and Sex Machine comes to the rescue.
And after they're killing vampires, like they're going through and stabbing people. So he saves her, kills them, and then they're going through and like killing other vampires. But in the meantime, he's watching her kill another vampire, and he's like kind of relieved that she can handle herself. But in the meantime, he gets fucking bit. A vampire raises up and bites him on the arm.
Yeah.
So Sex Machine is fucking bit. You know he's going to turn into a vampire, which he does. Turns into a vampire, and there's a fucking whole little scene where, what's his name?
Frost.
Frost is talking about when he was in Vietnam killing, excuse me, everybody in Vietnam. Sex Machine comes up behind him and he's a vampire, but that's so creepy how his fingers are like crawling up him.
Oh yeah, I love
grab
his
him.
slow change to like
Yeah, it shows him change. He's trying to hide it.
Yeah.
It shows his hand turn and then he's growing his teeth, but Frost gets fucking bit. But it's so funny because he's like, fucking bit me! Fucking bit me!
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it? He gets bit, changes, and then but they're all sitting there, and I think it's before this, but Seth is drinking at the bar, and Kate, Juliette Lewis is like, I'm really sorry. And he's like, bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, he comes up to him and you know, he's like, you know, if you had any chance you would feed us those fucks, you know, whatever. But Jacob's like, well, why didn't I? And it's like that's where they become like, I think this is where they become friends.
Well,
like,
yeah, no, at this point it's every man for themselves. Like they're all gonna die. Like all the hostage shit's out the window for sure.
Yeah.
Like ain't nobody running the show except for the vampires right now.
But they're like, you know, they're trying to think of how they can kill him, and that's what I was saying with the two sticks. But Seth is like, well, the biggest weapon we have is this man, you know. But his faith isn't what it used to be. But he fucking hits him, and he falls, and he's like, I'm tired of your taunts. He's like, oh, I wasn't taunting you, Jacob. It's the truth. Like, you're a weapon. Like, you can bless the fucking holy water and turn it into a weapon. You can send these motherfuckers back to hell, you know. So good. It's such all these like when they come together, and obviously, you know, he came to him and was like, obviously they're bank robbers and they take his family hostage, but when they come together, you're like, holy shit, dude, like these fucking dudes are like real men. They're talking about shit, they're trying to save each other.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
All the quotes that they're saying. And then they come together, but then Sex Machine turns into this fucking rat dog. I don't know what the hell it is. A dog of Satan or whatever, but grows a fucking tail.
Yeah.
Turns into this vampire and then to a dog. And that's when shit obviously just goes haywire. Frost turns into a vampire and he's fighting Sex Machine before he turns into a vampire, actually, but he throws him out of the building and it opens up a doorway and all these fucking bats flying.
I want to say something about Frost's face right here. He looks like a fucking maniac. And I love how Tom Savini's face, he looks awesome.
Yeah,
like his vampire
really cool.
change looks exactly like him, but whatever happened to Frost's face, like he opened up like the Predator kind of. He has this big ass like wingspan of a mouth. But he throws Tom Savini's Sex Machine out the door, He tries that same old fucking heart shit on him, but that shit obviously don't work because
Yeah.
he's got a dick gun and he's been in this kind of situation before.
Yeah, the dick gun definitely keeps him safe.
And that's as they say, like vampires have super strength. For the motherfucker doesn't have super strength. Oh no, he was a vampire. Never mind.
Yeah, he turns like right into a vampire.
Yeah, so I was about to say he threw that motherfucker right through a brick, or not brick, but boarded up wall. Like,
yeah,
he was strong as shit, but obviously because he's a vampire.
But when they go in there, he throws what's his name? Sex Machine bites Jacob. You're like, oh no!
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, because Seth is fighting him, and then Jacob comes to fight him, and then he bites Jacob. You're like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Like, no.
So Jacob
Gets
is
thrown behind the bar.
Yeah, Jacob is behind the bar
Seth
by himself.
takes Scott and Kate into that back room, and then Kate's like, "We have to go back for my father." I'd be like, "Bitch, fuck you!
Yeah, you're
if
fucking-
you want to go, you
Yeah.
can go, but I'm not going back out there."
There's 10,000 bats outside waiting on your ass, and this
But
motherfucker is
when
on
Jacob's
his own.
behind the bar, it's really cool because he finds a shotgun and a bat, and he makes a cross out of it.
Yeah,
So obviously, it keeps the vampires away, but he's blasting them motherfuckers away.
yeah.
when
This
he's-
scene's really cool where he literally just hops up with the
no fear.
and the shotgun too. Like, I love how
And this is, I think, this is when he gets his faith back. He starts praying. He starts saying a prayer, or whatever you call it,
that's when they get to the back room,
a
right?
quote from. Well, no, he's literally saying a quote from the Bible or whatever. He's like,
Oh yeah,
"Into
while
the
he's walking through.
darkness, I have seen," and he shoots
And who
them.
are these ugly motherfuckers?
Yeah, it's all like rat looking
Yeah.
vampires now, hairy as fuck. Like, where's the normal clothed vampires? But this is all the bats that flew in, so they're
Yeah.
already declothed.
they
or
ain't got no
whatever.
clothes. Yeah.
They're all butt ass naked, fucking each other. It was super cool that he has that cross shotgun. It works his way back to that back room.
Yeah.
But when they get into that back room, this is when shit starts getting good again. They come together. Jacob's been bit, and Seth is like, "Motherfuckers!" Like,
Yeah.
you bit my
He
fucking
makes
friend.
Harvey could tell Jacob makes his family promise him that the minute that he turns that they will kill him, and then he puts a gun to his own head and was like, "If you don't do it, I'm gonna do it now."
Yeah.
But
Well, there's a quote that Seth says, and he's like, I want to take as many of these motherfuckers back to hell as possible. But he was like, getting them back into his religion. He's like, if there's a hell, Jacob, and these motherfuckers are from it, then there's got to be a heaven. There's got to be. It puts what's the word? It puts perspective into like beliefs and his religion and all this other shit because he wasn't believing in God anymore.
yeah,
Well, he said he didn't believe, but he doesn't love him anymore. But now he's like,
I mean, damn, he's surrounded by fucking vampires, dude. I think you might need to believe in something. Yeah,
super good, super fucking good scene when they're in the back room and they're going through all that trucker shit. I would personally like to
Yeah.
go through all those boxes,
yeah.
and see what's in there.
It's cool. You see all the inventory they find of all these truckers they've obviously killed, but what are they doing with all this stuff?
Yeah,
Like, they're not selling it. They're not. It's all in cobwebs. It's all in the back of this little like fucking.
well,
shit.
before we got to this room, I forgot a quote. There's a part after Jacob hits him, and he was like, "Oh, he's like, I'm not saying anything," but he was like, "You're a preacher," but he was like, "Are you a faithless preacher, or are you a mean motherfucking servant of God?" And he
Yeah.
puts his glasses on. He's like, "I'm a mean,
Yeah.
servant of God." He don't want to say motherfucker because he's
yeah,
back to being a religious man. I love the instant changeover between Seth and Jacob, and that's when we see the changeover. Like, Jacob is faithless and Seth is like a goon, but then that's when they come together and Seth really isn't a goon anymore, and
Yeah.
Jacob becomes his
Yes.
faith comes back.
watching his brother turn to a vampire and having to kill him yourself.
Yeah, it really changes his
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah,
I
I love.
love that part. That's when they turn and everything starts. They collab and they're like, okay,
Well, I love
We're
this
gonna
scene
kill these
whenever they're
motherfuckers.
collecting all the stuff, and then Seth makes this chainsaw type spear.
I don't know what the fuck that thing
Yeah, I don't know what you
is.
would call it, but it's obviously the whole weapon of the fucking movie.
I'll tell you what. That one is, I don't know.
They're
Scotty's fucking water
Yeah,
gun
yeah.
is bad.
We got a holy water super soaker.
Yeah.
We got a fucking chainsaw spear
and the holy
woodchuck.
water condoms.
We have Juliette Lewis has crossbows with I think she got blessed too. But then they
he blessed both of them.
they put crosses on the bullets, and that's a cool touch too. Like,
the crosses on the bullets, because as soon as they touch you, you're done. But what's really funny is like when Scott has those condom balloons all over him, he's covered in fucking lube. His hands are covered in lube. Like, what? Why do you want to be in a situation where you're about to fight somebody? You got lubricated
funny. His
hands?
first use of a condom probably is to protect his own life.
Yeah,
and then they're used as hand grenades.
Yeah, exactly. You're protecting yourself both ways.
Yeah.
What's really cool too is like when Jacob's like, before we go out here, I just want you guys to know, like, I'm gonna turn and I want you guys to fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Promise me to kill me when I turn. And it's really funny because he's like, Scott, I'm gonna count to you. 1. He counts down. He's like, 1. I'm gonna count to 3. And he's like, Dad, you don't believe in suicide. He's like, it's not suicide if you're already dead.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'll kill you when you turn. That's a really cool one. I like that quote. So they agree to kill their dad whenever he turns, but they.
I would have killed him right there. I'd have stuck that fucking chainsaw spike through him and said, "Fuck that."
They
wait till you turn so you can kill us too. Nah, fuck that. You're dead right now, dude.
They go out the door and they backed all the vampires out into the main room and they start, killing them or whatever.
Let me say this about the vampires before we get into this big fight. The worst organized fucking fighting of vampires, because there's like 60 of these motherfuckers, and if you
what are you gonna do though?
But if you look in the back, I'm not talking about the survivors. I'm talking about the vampires. If you look in the background, you see vampires like jumping back and forth between each other, and like it's like they're fighting each other, and they're not even trying. But the main point of action, you got fucking some brutal shit going down.
They could have taken over.
Yeah, they could have ended this shit fucking easily. But you look in the back, and they're just like,
well, you gotta think with this cross, and Jacob goes out first. How what's the word? How much does that cross work?
Yeah,
I mean? Obviously this cross, how effective, and it's very effective. It backs all them motherfuckers out, keeps them away from them. So if vampires are true, crosses are the most effective in reality.
Yeah.
But when they get out there, they start fighting and blow motherfuckers away. They start fighting them, and it gets to it's so sad. We get to the death of Jacob. He turns into a vampire.
Oh yeah,
when he's about to fight those vampires, and they start backing off from him.
Is this before or after?
No, if it's a death, don't say it because it's before. Because Jacob turns and then he bites. Scott, if that's what you're saying.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
Jacob turns and he turns around. And imagine seeing Dad as a fucking vampire, and you have to kill him. And you're going to hesitate, but. It shows Scott like fucking throwing these condoms.
The condom bomb was just fucking hard.
But as soon as he sees his dad turn into a vampire, it stops him in his tracks.
He turns into like the hobgoblin of vampire out here.
And his makeup, all these makeups are really fucking cool, like Tom Savini. But I think his makeup's the best. It's super fucking cool. He looks like a little rat. Like it looks like a little mouse or something.
That whole thing they did was over the top, but it was so cool.
Super fucking cool.
Yeah.
But he bites Scott. Scott is getting bit, and he hits a fucking condom over his dad's head and half of his head. That was really cool. That makeup was really cool. It showed half of his head, and it was like all the blood was coming out of it. But he swore on his father, and he shot him with a gun, and he fucking exploded, whatever. But I think Scott's death was the most brutal because
he's sitting there.
Kill me, Kate. Like 5 vampires were attacking him at once and eating him alive.
Yeah,
really fucking brutal.
He
really
gets the worst.
He gets the worst of everybody in this fucking film. Kill me quick, get bit and turn and get killed, but being eaten by 5 vampires at a time—that's too much for anybody to ask for. We talked about him turning into the fucking rat.
I just realized that he gets his head yanked off by his own whip, and then Juliette Lewis puts a crossbow right into his face.
Sex machine is who we're talking about.
So they're just fucking rocking the house with all these people, and Tom Savini's rat character comes out. Fucking dog rat man.
Rat from hell.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go near that motherfucker. But after Scott's death, Seth and Kate are left alone battling on the rest of the vampires, and it's a bit round dusk.
Yeah, the sun's coming
It's
up.
sunrise
Yeah.
about this time, but you start seeing the sunlight coming through the boards and all this other stuff, and they're fighting for their lives. They're on minimum bullets, and he's using the stick out of that damn.
Yeah, and these vampires have just not organized themselves whatsoever just to kind of ambush them and eat them.
Yeah, they're trying to get any little creek that they can.
They're two
'em.
people in a circle surrounded by vampires,
Yeah.
and for some reason they can't fucking get it done.
But they're fighting for their lives. But it's really funny because that's when you meet the third character that Cheech Marin plays as the gangster, Carlos.
Yeah.
You hear him knocking on the door. He's like, "Hello, I'm looking for my friend Seth," and he says, "Kick in the door."
Yeah.
But they start blowing holes in the door, and the holes of the light from the holes, it starts getting on the vampires, and it's exploding on them and shit. They kick in the door, and then what's really cool is that light hits that crystal ball. There's like a disco ball hanging up.
Yeah.
And it shines a light every fucking where. And all these vampires start exploding.
And apparently this place turns into fucking TNT Central because the whole place is fucking
dynamite everywhere. Someone
place
lit the fucking fuse.
I know, like for some reason, all these bodies just created the biggest fire of fucking the night, and this shit just goes up.
But as soon as they go out, Carlos is like, "What the fuck?" And said instantly punches him in the fucking mouth. I would do the same thing. You motherfucker. Like, you just had us come to this fucking place. But
you've been in this movie 3 fucking times.
I think the funniest quote and the best quote of this movie is not all also the, everybody be cool, you be cool. But Carlos says, "What were they, psychos?"
Yeah. Yeah.
It says, "They look like psychos." Is that what they look like? They were vampires. Psychos do not explode when sunlight hits them. I don't give a fuck how crazy they are.
Yeah.
So fucking funny. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved that quote. And I can't wait for the end of the movie just to hear that fucking quote.
Yeah.
So
they realize that, and I love how they burst through the door just now too. They come in shotguns blazing. They see all this crazy shit.
What's really cool too is Cheech Marin and these other two dudes, his crew, they were in Desperado as well. This bald dude was the fighter that got in and fought that one dude that broke his fucking leg. And that dude was the guy who, what's his name, shot. He was like, "Who's that fucking guy? I don't recognize him."
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
Yeah. So they were all in Desperado as well. Robert Rodriguez used all these same people. So it's pretty cool seeing these guys. You're like, holy shit. They're in fucking Desperado on that bald dude. You recognize that bald dude.
Yeah.
He's like, "If he can't be Papon, I don't want to use him."
Damn, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I didn't even notice that until just now. That's cool.
Or whatever. I think it was Papon. But yeah, pretty cool.
We get to the whole scene where he's like, "That girl just lost her whole family and all that just because you wanted to pick some random spot.
This place out of a fucking hat.
Yeah. What are they, psychos?"
Yeah. What are they, psychos?
Cheech Marin, it's funny. It's Cheech Marin in every part of this movie. He really plays his role. Like,
he kills it.
He
kills
makes
every
you
role he
believe,
plays.
like you said, like, but you don't really notice it a long time ago. But every role he plays so differently that you don't even notice it's Cheech Marin 3 fucking times.
Yeah, and even the costume, like when he was the doorman, he had a bald head and like a mullet, a long mullet. This one, he looks. I think this is my favorite one though. The end where he's like the gangster or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is the end of the movie. It shows him negotiating. They negotiate the price down a little bit, but he
basically just leaves Juliette Lewis in the desert.
Go in the sanctuary, and Juliette Lewis actually asks him, and she's like, "Do you want some company?" And it's like she wants to go with him, obviously, and she's alone.
What else would you do?
Yeah, what else would you do?
Saw your whole
I
family.
would have let her come. I said, "Yeah, fucking come on. I got your family into this. You're coming with me. I'll take care of you."
It's a little weird that they don't do that because she's just, what is she going to do? She's going to drive the RV. I mean, you got to, where's the RV keys? Where's she going to drive back? There's no.
But what's crazy is at the end of this, after it, like, everybody drives away, it zooms out and it pans the back of the titty twister.
Yeah.
And it shows like
we get this big
steps going down.
This Aztec temple.
Yeah, Aztec temple. And it's all these like little bitty doors of all these fucking vampires and you see like trucks that had been like driven off the cliff or parked or whatever. Like they have ran through all these truckers and killed so many people, and you're just like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Like, it's the end of the movie, but then it really changes your mind. It's like, oh my god, dude, like they ran through all these fucking people this whole time.
It's the big kind of
And they
reveal
made
at the
it
very
out.
end.
Yeah.
Which a lot of this I wanted to ask, like, I guess not even ask, but just kind of throw it out there. Do you think maybe Cheech Marin's third character told him to come here on purpose?
I don't know. And it's like, so he would
Because
be able to take his money.
this place isn't just out of the hat. I mean, yeah. I mean,
And he's never been in here, but
well,
I mean, he's gonna
well, I
learn-
guess no.
he's not
How
gonna know about
how would he get the
vampires.
money if he was dead?
Mm.
But who knows?
Would
I don't
you go in there
I mean,
if
during
you
the
knew there was vampires
during the
in there?
daytime, probably yeah. Fuck no. Like during the nighttime, yeah. This place is not a place I would go. I mean, it seems like a cool place, but me pulling up to the place, being the person I am, I would probably like, nah, this is too much fucking shit going
Yeah.
on here. Especially whenever you walk in the door and there's people getting their ass beat already. So yeah, we get to see the reveal of George Clooney's big tribal tattoo. He's got a kind of Vin Diesel thing going on.
He does have Vin
Yeah.
Diesel thing.
He's wearing a vest. And he hops in a nice car and just drives away. He gives Juliette Lewis a big stack of cash. So
Yeah.
that's nice. She
It's
can
like
at least
paying her for her, losses.
I mean, at this point though, I mean
You might as well give her half your fucking shit.
exactly. Like you're paying 30% to them. You need to give her fucking
Yeah, because you killed her whole family. You fuck.
I know. I mean, she's got the RV, I think, but like I said, she has to go get those car keys.
So
And those are on her dead daddy inside, I think.
for being, what's really crazy too? It shows her like drive off last. It shows her pulling that RV out. I want to know,
it
like
do-
the
it does show
aftermath.
her out.
Like what?
So it does show her pulling out.
Yeah, it shows her pulling the RV out.
Okay, yeah.
But I want to know where Seth is and where she went. And it never says anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the second movie, it doesn't tell anything about
Yeah, those
Seth or her.
those second movies, they were obviously just a big cash grab.
yeah.
Like they have I like
just
how,
more vampires.
what's his name from Terminator
Danny
2?
Danny Trejo was back in it when he died already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in it.
I can't remember much from
It's
it.
not that good.
Yeah.
A lot of people like it. I didn't like it.
Yeah. But I
But-
did love this one. This one is
This is going to be obviously a classic.
yeah, you can't
Um,
really go much more from Dusk Till Dawn or what more from Dusk Till Dawn.
So,
this
what
movie.
was your rating now watching this, rewatching it as an adult? What do you rate it? Because I'll tell you what the fuck I rate it after. When it in the beginning or the middle of the movie, I love the beginning. I love all the dialogue. I love all the acting. But when the vampires start, kind of ruins it for me. And then
yeah,
the ending is also good. But up until that point, I think when that starts, I'm just done.
yeah,
I'm done watching it.
They went very over the top, like really fast with the vampire shit. Like I won't say like it took a while to get into it, but once the vampire shit started, then it was just like rampant for like 5 minutes, and then it was kind of over with.
Yeah, and
Which is kind of weird for like the big twist of the movie to be like over with so fast. They do a little bit more, I guess, a little bit like further in the movie with people like our main characters getting bit. But
what I rate it now is probably a solid 7.
solid 7.
Yeah, and it's only because I can't get into the obnoxious second half anymore. Like when I was a kid, yeah, but now it's just
Yeah.
and let us know in the comments, what your rating
Yeah.
was when you were younger and what it is now, or even if it's your first time watching it. But I don't know. I can't get back up to that 9 that I had.
Yeah, it's definitely a nostalgia movie for me. Like before we watched this like all the time, and I think I just loved it for that. Like I loved it because it was a good movie, but I also loved it for that because we watched it all the time. But also watching it back, like you said, you notice these little things and all these little crazy parts. And in my heart, it's still a 9, but I just want to say I'm gonna bring it down to an 8.
Yeah.
An 8 because I still have fun watching this movie. I love the movie every time I watch it, and every time it's on, I just kind of have to, no matter what part I'm at, just kind of.
It's obnoxious, but you can't look away.
Yeah, exactly. And
But I found myself.
it doesn't
at
lose
this-
its charm.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just like, okay.
I love
I
it
don't
for
wanna
what
watch
it. I
anymore.
love it for what it is, but I also love it for what it was.
Yeah. I love it more for what it was when
Yeah.
I was a kid. That's why I still watch it to this day. So let me ask you this. What prop would you take home from the movie?
Oh, Sex Machine's fucking dick pistol for
Yeah.
sure.
That one?
Yeah.
Any other one?
I'm trying to think.
I wrote down the car, the Mercury Cougar from the beginning.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
pretty
do
cool.
that. Seth's gun, the fucking revolver.
Yeah,
I would get that, and I did write down Sex Machine's penis pistol.
yeah. See, that's way more unique. Everybody knows what that's
Yeah,
from. You can get a
yeah.
gun in a car anywhere, but the
Like,
fucking
what movie do you know that has
the dick
a
strap
penis
is fucking.
pistol? It's like fucking From Dusk Till Dawn.
This motherfucker's strapped up for real. Dude.
Yeah, yeah. You don't even know it. You think he's
Yeah.
wearing straps.
Yeah.
Or chaps. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Chaps.
He's
And
got-
straps.
he's
He's
got-
wearing straps too.
He's got dickless chaps on for this bad boy right here.
And
a
I put
fucking-
down.
And a fucking flip hole. He's got a doggy door for his dick.
I put Jacob's hat. I want that hat.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. And then Scott's water gun. That'd be pretty sweet. To
The
have.
water guns.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Be cool. I don't know about that box of condoms, but
How does Sex Machine take a piss?
I don't know. That's a good fucking question.
He gonna blow his fucking dick off with that fucking
he
bad boy.
pisses through that pistol hole.
yeah, yeah. He pisses through all the fucking revolver bullet holes.
But I think the number one prop that I would have from this movie is probably that car. That car is fucking.
Oh yeah, the
sick.
car's badass.
Yeah, super fucking badass. But yeah, so that is it for our From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, from Dusk Till Dawn. Like you gave it a solid 7, right?
Solid 7 now.
I give it an 8. I give
So
it an
7
8.
to 8.
Yeah,
We need
those
to write these down.
by no means was this a bad movie, but
Definite classic.
Yeah,
if
definite
you haven't
classic.
seen it, or if you have seen it, it's definitely a watch around Halloween time because it will not disappoint at
Yeah.
all. And
so I just want to give a big shout out to Quentin Tarantino for all the
the childhood that he gave us.
yeah, the childhood they gave us, but also he must have been pushing really hard for these feet scenes. So
Yeah.
he's got true
He's like, no,
dedication.
I'll only be in it if there's a toe.
Yeah, there
I
has
want
to
a
be.
toe in my mouth.
Yeah, I need
for
some.
this movie.
Yeah,
I'll do this for you if you do this for me.
he saw Selma Hayek and was like, "Yeah, I need to have her feet
I need her
in my
foot.
mouth."
Her foot is what I want. That's funny.
So
But all right.
we appreciate you guys for listening to us. This
Yep.
is the first episode of the Screaming Freemans podcast. I am Logan,
And I'm Colby,
and we are the Screaming Freemans.
the Screaming Freemans.
That's right. And next episode, we plan on doing a classic slasher sequel for our second episode, which we thought it was only right to do a sequel for the second episode. But we're going to be diving into the classic, probably one of my favorite sequels of all time.
It is pretty fucking good.
Halloween 2.
Halloween 2.
It's
And
gonna
it's
be-
almost Halloween.
Yeah.
So
we plan to have it out for Halloween. So if you guys are listening to this, make sure you tune into that. And we appreciate you guys for sticking around for this long ass talk we've had for Dusk Till Dawn.
that's it.
That's it.
Have a good one.
Thank you guys very much. We are the
Screaming
Freemans.
Freemans.